Welcome back, True Seeker. Want to talk about the LABRAT KNATS graffiti tag on the overpass where the train wreck happened this past Monday, December 18th, 2017. This graffiti tag has been up for a number of years. It's also displayed in a number of places within the area. It's not just on this overpass. What I would like to know, though, is who is responsible for this tag, and is it coincidental that it is here on this overpass where this planned incident occurred? Understand, this train wreck was not an accident. It was intentional. It was on purpose. That's why there was a drill planned for the morning of in DuPont, Washington, a drill that was supposed to be a mass casualty disaster. And this came on the back of the Atlanta fire power outage at the airport, the busiest airport in the world, which happened a day prior, December 17th, which came right after a fire drill simulating the same thing at the airport 10 days earlier. What's interesting is in the time of the reporting of the Atlanta fire, it was speculated that a rat chewed on a wire, causing the short that caused the fire. And since the media has put out that speculation, it's been dismissed. But I couldn't help the morning of looking at this tag, seeing lab rat in light of the night prior hearing the news saying a rat had possibly caused the fire in Atlanta. The Atlanta fire power outage on purpose. The train wreck in Washington on purpose. And before our eyes and ears through the media, the word rat. So who put this tag here? Understand the powers that shouldn't be who are responsible for this, they work years in advance. As I showed, this train wreck, which was a drill, which inconvenienced a lot of people, perfectly synced with the May 13th, 2015 Philadelphia train wreck, which was also a drill, which inconvenienced people. So understanding that these are drills and purposeful events that are planned, we're asking, is the tag also part of the plan, part of the mocking? Look at this. Again, it was the train with number 181 on the side. Special number. On the stretch of track where the train crashed, it had just been upgraded at the expense of $181 million. $181 million. Why does that matter? In Jewish gematria, the word rat equals 181. One of our most important ciphers, which I've taught about since 2014. Now look, 181 is also the 42nd prime number. Washington's the 42nd state. Again, as I've explained, the world of scripted news is synced accordingly with the world of scripted sports. This is how I've called so many sports championships to the point long before they've been played. And notice, the word rat, using our base ciphers, also has gematria of 42. 181, the 42nd prime. This happened in the 42nd state, the day after the Seahawks were blown out with 42 points. 42. Seahawks equals 42. Again, home. Their home is the 42nd state, not far from this wreck. And with regards to the Philadelphia train wreck being synced up with the Seattle train wreck, remember, this entire code of letters and numbers and dates, it comes from the Bible. In the Bible, the city of Philadelphia gets its name. A letter is written to the Church of Philadelphia about the key of David. The key of David equals 135. Like May 13th, like 13/5, like the day the Philadelphia train wreck happened. This Washington wreck 135 weeks later. If you leave off the key of David equals 102. And like I pointed out, the Seahawks made Philadelphia fall to 10-2. And let's not forget that in week 3, I told everybody that Philadelphia's record would be 10-1 this season. Because Philadelphia equals 101, so does church. It's the Church of Philadelphia in the Bible. Again, sports and news, all scripted by the code. The Seahawks made Philadelphia fall to 10-2. Key of David, 102. Then just a little more than a week later, you get a Seattle area train wreck. You know, putting this word rat in front of us. So if you missed the other videos I put out, please check them out. There's a whole lot more to this. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of if this is a coincidence. LABRAT KNATS. I've said a million times before, the powers that shouldn't be treat us like we're mice in a maze, like we're to be experimented with, like we're to be messed with. Somebody else also made the observation that using the English extended cipher, Amtrak equals 352, and this happened on the 352nd day of the year. Again, 13 cars came off the track on the day, leaving 13 days left in the year in the town of DuPont, which is one of the original Illuminati families, which was established May 1st, 1776. 13 families, one of them the DuPonts. What are the odds? 13 cars off the track on the day, leaving 13 days left in the year. Also interesting, LABRAT KNATS equals 119, like all-seeing eye, like Star of David, like Orthodox. CNN put out this story, you know, some obvious phony crisis actors, little makeup job on the eye. Remember the Philadelphia train wreck? The first guy to report the incident, he was in a suit. Supposedly he was just in a 106-mile-per-hour train crash, and he was right off it. He was on the news right away. He was unscuffed. His hair wasn't even ruffled. You know, not a blemish on him. Can you imagine being in a 106-mile-per-hour train wreck and being untouched? Completely ridiculous. Anyway, notice the timer on that story. 119. They love that number. They love that number. So, this CNN front page story codes 144, number of the Jesuit order. The Atlanta incident happened on the Jesuit order, well, the Jesuit Pope's birthday, December 17th. Atlanta, the major Jesuit city. The divisors of 119 sum to 144. If you use the satanic cipher, the word rat also equals 144. So, very interesting if you ask me. I mean, what are the odds that rat has the gematria that fits in with major details coded into the story, plus the number that was put right before us? I really would like to know who's responsible for the LABRAT KNATS tag. Because who's going to call themselves that? I'm LABRAT KNATS. Pretty suspect, you know? If you missed the rest of the videos I put out, they're very important. This one, the most speculative, but I just wanted to share that, you know? The connection to rat with the train number, the money spent on the track. If you just shrug it off all as coincidence, well, you're what they call a sheep. Until next time.